Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Good evening, lovely people. Hope you're well and welcome to another Monday night live show. My name is Callum Drift. You'll be joining shortly. We are Team Kopish. And as always, when we get behind the mic, all that we ask is that you subscribe, comment and like. And look, I really do mean it. I was speaking to Mons from Big Six Bands earlier. Big up to Mons and big up to the channel. Guys, so many of you are watching and not subscribing. Like, don't get me wrong. We're grateful to be on 27K. We really are, from the bottom of our hearts. But guys, for all you guys who watch regularly and don't hit that subscribe button, I don't know what more you want from us. And for you guys who watch it and don't like it, guys, please, it helps us so much to grow as a channel. And it's two little things that take a split second. So please, if you can, guys, please smash the like button. And if you're new, please subscribe and also share the video and the content with friends and family. That being said, people, got a few things to talk about tonight. I'm going to speak about the ownership situation, FSG. Are they selling a minority stake? Are they selling the whole thing? Is it going to be another American investor? Is it going to be a consortium? Is it going to be state-owned? Is it going to be oil money? We don't know, but we're going to chop it up anyway. Also going to speak about Alisson Becker. Is he doing too much at the moment? I mean, Martinelli came out and spoke about him today. We all think he's the best goalkeeper in the world, but is there an over-reliance on Alisson Becker at the moment? And we're also going to touch on the situation with Andy Robertson, who has surpassed Leighton Baines' assist in the Premier League. Is he the most underrated player of Klopp's era? And also, what more can he do to become the best left back in the Premier era? So a good few things to talk about, but I'm going to start with something that is not Liverpool related. I'm going to start with something that's very fun, very funny, and that is Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, guys, let's be real. We as fans sit here and say we want honesty, we want transparency, we want this and that, we want players to speak out when they want to speak out. Don't treat them as robots, they're human beings. But people, sweet, I'm loving this. Like, Man United won yesterday, no one cares. I'm loving what Cristiano is doing from a rival perspective. Don't get me wrong, if I saw one of my own players doing this, it'd be pitchforks. But I'm loving this. And you know what? I don't know him. We don't know him. Big up Speed, man. Big up Speed. The kid has taken the internet by storm. And I don't even know who just said it. X6 just said Speed is carrying his legacy. I'm going to be real. Speed, the only reason why Ronaldo is still relevant at the moment, apart from this new interview with Morgan. I'm going to be real. I got to rate Speed, man. Man was on Sky Sports. Speed, I know you don't know us. I know we've never worked together, may never work together. Big up yourself, Speed. Keep doing your thing, man. Very, very good content creator. Very funny. But yeah, guys, I'd love to know your thoughts on Ronnie, because for me, it don't sit too well. It's kind of mad, if I'm going to be honest. It's kind of mad. I think he's showing such ungratefulness to Manchester United. Let's be real. Man United went in for him because he was going to go Man City. And to be honest, that screwed everyone over, especially us to an extent, because, well, I say especially us, but it screwed us over because if they had got Ronaldo, they, in my opinion, wouldn't have gone and got Haaland. We could have had a chance to get Haaland. Not saying I'm unhappy with Núñez before anyone goes crazy, but it set off a catalyst of events, innit? But Ronaldo going back to Man United, it seemed like it's been one of the worst decisions the club's made, and they've made a lot of decisions that have been really bad. It's tarnishing his legacy. It's showing how disrespectful he can be, how egotistical he is. And ego is the biggest quality he's got, but it's now become his biggest weakness as well. So don't know about you guys. I know there are some massive Cristiano fans out there, so I'm gonna expect to get some DMs and messages and all that, but honestly, I really don't care because I'm enjoying this as it goes. And you know what, at this rate, I want him to stay at Man United for as long as possible because he's hampering them as opposed to helping them. So let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Big up Cristiano Ronaldo. Never thought I'd say that on Kopish, but big up Ronaldo. You keep on doing your thing. Man's doing a Rafa Benitez Everton situation. Big up Ronaldo. Right, let's get on to the first topic. Liverpool's ownership. Let's go. Right. So many conflicting rumors. A week ago, to the day, news broke from David Ornstein of The Athletic. Big up David Ornstein and big up The Athletic. Saying that Liverpool are looking to be sold by FSG. And we all came here and celebrated. You know what? Before I continue, this is meant as no disrespect to anyone else in the chat, but I've not seen this person in the chat for a good little while. Cockney Turk, big up yourself, bro. Hope you're well. Hope the family's good. I ain't seen you in a while, so I hope you're well. And again, enough love to everyone else who's always regulars and anyone who's new. But I just had to give him a special shout out. I haven't spoken to him in a while, so I just want to give him a little special shout out. And Nino, you're right. My name is not Callum, it's Calwin from now on. Apologies. You know what? I'll change it in the show as well. I might even get a Calwin on my back and all that. But yes, a week ago, news broke. Liverpool are going to be sold. Straight away, you got Qataris being spoken about. You got the Dubai family being spoken about. Norwegian sovereign fund being spoken about. American investors. Let's face it, we're massive. We're massive. Who wouldn't want Liverpool Football Club right now? Stadium expansion after stadium expansion. New training ground. Jurgen Klopp as manager. Some world-class players. Some world-class coaching staff. Best fan base in the world. Why the hell wouldn't you want to buy Liverpool? However, it seems as though there are two main figureheads that are really being spoken about at the moment. And that is Mukesh Ambani and Steve Balalala, aka Steve Ballmer. Now, I've got a shout out to another person, Imran. He spoke about Mukesh because I don't know much about Mukesh. I don't know much about Ballmer apart from what you guys tell us. This is where you guys come in and you become the legends of the show. I don't know loads about these guys, but it seems as though these are the two front runners. And I've just seen someone say that the Mukesh rumors is already out or is fake. He's tried to buy us a few times, so even though he may have pulled out, like it could just be a negotiation ploy. Now, he does own an IPL team in cricket, and Ballmer obviously owns an NBA team. The reason I want to speak about these two, though, is because I'm guilty of it, just like many of you are. And I'm not calling anyone out. I'm calling myself out, if anything. We always say we want an owner where Liverpool is the first love. Let's be real. For Ambani and Ballmer, they already own two different sports entities. FSG do that already, and we're not happy about it. And there's no evidence FSG have taken money out. Yes, there's £70 million that's got to be answered for, agreed. But there's no evidence that FSG are taking money out of Liverpool to put into Red Sox. But whenever there's low transfers or anything, the first thing we do is what's going on? Red Sox. On the same length and the same wave, I mean, Ballmer, like, he owns the Clippers, and then you got Ambani, who owns an IPL team. Do we want this? Like, we're looking at the money and the potential, but could there be a potential situation as are they going to become conflicted? Drift. I don't know how much you caught of that. Ambani owns an IPL team. Ballmer owns an NBA team. Is Liverpool going to be their first love if one of these two were to get Liverpool Football Club?
Nah, most probably not. No. But I don't think it would matter as much as it has done with FSG, purely for the reason that with Ballmer especially, from what I've been told, I think it was on last week Monday when we first discussed it.
Not Ballmer. Ballmer wasn't last Monday. I think we mainly spoke about Ballmer from like Friday-ish.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
yeah. Whenever it was we were talking about, the people were letting me know, as well as Matt, because obviously Matt knows a little bit about the Clippers as well. That isn't a team from his hometown or anything like that. He was just fortunate enough to be able to be in a position to buy them, and he's gone all in. And it's not his home team or anything like that. And if he's done that, then that proves that he can love something that isn't necessarily dear to his heart. Whereas with FSG, Boston Red Sox are dear to their heart. It would be like if we bought Liverpool, and therefore there's always going to be a bias.
I hear that, Drift, but isn't Bulmer falling in love with the Clippers? Can he love two different things at the same time?
Yes, if one of them isn't something he originally loved with with emotions, if that makes sense. Because I don't think anybody who buys Liverpool is going to love Liverpool all in. But you know the way Abramovich loved Chelsea. He wasn't a Chelsea fan growing up or anything like that. But he bought the club and then he fell in love with them, and he was as all in as could be for a person who didn't love the club prior to owning them. And I think that's what Bulmer could do for Liverpool. Whereas once you've got, if baseball is the thing you love the most and you own the team that you supported, you're never, ever, ever going to put effort into anything else the way you would that. In my opinion, I don't know. I could be wrong, but I can't imagine.
No, I hear that. But again, I hear where you're coming from with the Abramovich as well. Abramovich situation as well. But Abramovich didn't own anything or anyone else. These guys do. Is there going to be a conflict of interest potentially?
If I'm not mistaken, does my man from Arsenal, what's his name again?
Kroenke.
Kroenke, yeah. Apologies, I am knackered. I might be talking a bit slow as well. Kroenke, didn't he actually support the team that he bought, and then he moved them? Didn't he, or something like that? Didn't he move them to LA or Las
Something
Vegas?
like that, yeah.
So, and then he bought Arsenal and he did Arsenal dirty for a little while. Funny thing is, where's all of those Kroenke outs?
I think Arsenal have had some sort of investment.
Have they?
I don't. Something's happened with Arsenal, but I don't think it's just that they've just decided to start pumping money in. I think there's been some sort of investment, and then they've started now being able to spend more money. I think I might be wrong. If there's any Arsenal fans in the chat, please do correct me if I'm wrong. But
okay. I just thought he realized that they can't win playing the way they do and decided to invest, because Arsenal have spent a lot of money. Like, let's be honest, their manager isn't good enough to be in the conversation with all the elite managers, and none of their players, give or take one or two, are world class. But they spent a lot of money on that team, and even if no one expected them to win the league, they were definitely supposed to do well. I think we've kind of let them get away with that one a lot, in terms of like the expectation that should have been on the team. When you think about the amount of money they've spent in the last maybe 4 or 5 windows, they spent something like 400 or 500 million, haven't they, in the last 4 or 5 windows or something? I hear like
that. Where I've got to give them credit, as much as it hurts me to do it though, is we've seen other teams spend a lot of money and not get the sort of success that they're getting at the moment, not even close to having an identity or anything like that. Now, granted, Arteta's still got to do. He's got to still finish the season strong. He started the season strong. He's got to finish the season strong, because that's not what they did last season. But I do think I look at Arsenal, and I have to give them credit and respect. But I do feel as though there was some sort of investment as to why they now been able to start spending more money.
Oh yeah, I don't know, because I've always wondered how a club that doesn't make that much money through European football and their league position finish was able to like constantly outspend Liverpool for the last like 3 seasons.
Well, I can answer that question. They've been able to outspend Liverpool for the last however many seasons because our owners don't want to spend any of their own money. That's an easy.
Yeah. But there was still a part of me that was thinking, like, even under the FFP rule, like, bro, like they don't get anything from Europe, and like
the feet, bro. What does FFP stand for, Drift?
Fully fucked Pep.
All right, cool. No money involved, is there? Right. Let's be real, Drift. FFP, the FIFA Fair Play, is the biggest sham in football history. Let's be real. The biggest sham. And it's what FSG relied upon. And again, if they had actually enforced it, FFP would have probably worked really well for Liverpool. But they haven't enforced it.
Every journalist who talks about things from like Gabby and what's his name? You know, they've got their show on ESPN. Gabs and
Shaka Hislop and them, man, Nickel and
no, but you got the French journalist. Lauren, yeah, you know, like Gabs and Lauren, and when their show, or when Maddock talks, or when any of the big boy, like whenever they talk, bro, they really talk with the FFP thing. Like, like teams, like don't listen to the teams can just spend, like FFP's real, like you have to abide by it. PSG are making sure that they've done this now because they're in this. Look what happened to Barcelona because you can't just do this, and that they really like hammer home. Financial fair play is a thing. So it's kind of weird because I always watch them guys and I think, are they just saying what they're supposed to say to not get anything wrong? Or
yes, they are.
Are they? Because a few of them I respect, and I think, would you mess up your credibility to just say things and be told what to say when you know that, like in journalism, credibility is.
We've been doing this long enough now. Stuff that we say on this channel here, if we were on LFC TV, we couldn't say half the stuff. Someone from behind the camera would run up to us and rip us off the chair, rip the microphone off us. Let's be real. Like, it looked like a crime scene by the time they get the muscle on us. We've got the freedom to say what we want here, innit? It's our channel. We've got the freedom to do that. To
be honest, they do know a lot more than us, though, obviously. So, in terms of like, you know, the ins and outs and stuff like that, but. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. The financial fair play thing. I know it gets bent. I know the rules get bent. I know the rules get bent.
But I've seen less bent over, bro, a flipping yardie rave, bro. What are we doing here, bro? Bro, teams are cheating, bro, and they're not enforcing it because it benefits them not to enforce it, bro. Think about it. More clicks for news articles, which means more notoriety for them. More teams spending big money, bringing players in, which means more revenue for the Premier League, more revenue for each team. Like, bro, like them not enforcing it benefits them. If they start enforcing it and Man City turn around and say, well, we wanted Haaland to come to the Premier League, but we can't get him, so he's going to go Real Madrid. Who does that help? Who does it hurt? Hurts the Premier League brand. They don't care, bruv. He earns what? An hour.
That's a different kind of bread, you know, Cal.
Brother.
That I don't know what I did wrong in my life to not even know how to even be able to get myself in a position where I can make that much money.
I'm gonna be real. I don't know if I'd even want that sort of money, you know.
Oh, I would.
I know that's too much, man.
Even if I give it away, it'll be nice to know I earn it.
No, I hear. Do you know what? You're right. You're right. That is mad money.
Oh, someone just said that's tacky in 1 hour.
Yeah, for real.
It actually is. 7.8 mil, I think we paid for it.
So crazy. Another question I wanted to ask, Drift. So rumors at the beginning were Liverpool were going to sell for about 4 billion. Apparently, it's now. I big up Luke and Rick. Apparently the sale was going to be around 4 billion. Now, apparently, because FSG want to move quickly and acquire, I think, an NBA team, they're willing to accept around 2.7.
Raw.
Apparently, these are the rumors. Don't quote me on that. These are the rumors. But Drift, is that a good or a bad thing? Because they might not have our best interest at heart. They might just think I want to sell to whoever's going to give me the most money, right?
Yeah, I'm moving like Rafinha, bruv. Like, how much did you pay for me, big man? Nah, I'm worth more than that, bro.
No, Drift. No. See, no. Drift. Hold on.
Bro. I don't want my club going for some measly 2 point something when Chelsea just went for 4.1.
Hold on, Drift. So you'd rather them spend that money on buying the club than not spending that money over the next 10 years to build the club.
Brother, these man, the two people that we're talking about, one earns £8 million an hour, bruv.
Yeah.
And the other one is the 10th richest man in the world. An extra billion a bit is small fry to them. But I want my club to look good, bruv. 2 point something billion makes us look like we're any old team,
Brother,
bruv.
I'm all right with it, bruv. I'm all right with it.
We're any old team,
Dude,
bruv.
that extra 1.3 billion can go into player acquisitions over the next
if it's
10 years.
actually going to go into it, but
Where
it
else is it
won't,
gonna go?
will it? We're just always going to be known as that team that didn't even cost as much as Chelsea, bruv.
That's fine by me, bruv, because Chelsea can continue doing upper madness and still finish below us. That's fine by me.
Oh no, you know.
All right, then,
no,
dude.
maybe
All right.
maybe that's
All right,
maybe
hold
that's
on.
the pride kicking in a little bit there.
Hold on. All right, Drift. I've got one for you.
2.7 billion.
I've got one for you, Drift. Who costs more? Harry Maguire or Virgil van Dijk?
I mean, it was only by a smidgen, but yeah, Harry Maguire.
No. Who costs more, bruv?
By 5 mil, Harry Maguire.
All right. And which one gives you more output?
Well,
The Rolls Royce.
You
the
get
Rolls
more fun
Royce
and
or the
comedy with
Austin?
Maguire, innit? Maguire's for the giggles, innit? You paid for the giggles.
What you say? Comedy, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't put a price on happiness.
You can't put a price on comedy, bruv. He's goated, bruv. He's the Dave Chappelle of football comedy, bruv. He's goated, bruv. Come on. No, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, maybe you threw me off a bit there with that one. Like, for real, maybe it ain't really a big deal, but I'm not gonna lie, bruv. To go from 4 to 5 billion from what we're initially hearing down to 2.7 sounds like one hell of an ASOS sale, bruv.
That sounds great to me, bruv.
You know, like when there's 50% off and already 70% off sale on ASOS when you grab them at the right time, and you get something for a price you can't even believe you got it for. That's our mazza, bruv.
Big up Gary. Gary's got to be the strongest troll in there. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta rate Gary. You know, his trolling is elite and it's consistent. I rate it, Gary. Big up yourself as always, Gary. Yeah, I, my guy Troy M. Read this out for me, please, Drift.
Harry Maguire or Matip. Look at the price difference, value, investment. Yeah, but Matip was free though. It's a little bit different, isn't it?
You're right. £85 million different, isn't it? Like, which one you taking, Drift?
Oh, Matip all day.
Oh, there we go then.
So do you not think is there any part of you that does feel like it's a little bit disrespectful to the club to be such a global brand but go for so cheap? There's no part of you that thinks that is just a little bit like it makes us just look a little bit shitty, just a little bit shitty. That's all we cost.
Not in the slightest, bro. I don't give two hoots about what the others say, bro. My thing is this: the only worry I have is, are they just gonna get a quick sell? Are they gonna just sell to whoever they want to sell to, as opposed to actually doing their due diligence and selling us to someone that will actually help Liverpool in the future, as opposed to just whoever's going to give them the money first?
Well, apparently that's something they've promised Klopp and Pep Linders, that they will never hand the club over to anybody that won't take the club in the right direction.
Promises are comfort to a fool. Sean Paul taught me that one. Yeah. Like, how many promises have these lot made? And you're telling me about promises, Drifty? Come on, man. Like, who am I? Sunshine Anderson, bruv. Do me a favor. Like, come on, man.
Oh, my
promises, bro. Promise, bro. Who is Sierra? Like, come on, man. They don't care about promises, bruv. They told us we can have whatever we want after we won the Champions League, bruv. You reckon Klopp went into that summer saying, I only want Sepp and Harvey Elliott? You think that's what he said after winning the Champions League? Come on, do me a favor, bruv. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good, bruv. I genuinely, the only concern I have is they're just going to sell to someone that they want to sell to, as opposed to who's best for Liverpool. Apart from that, bruv, they could sell us for £1, bruv. They're selling us to people who want to invest and want to continue the ethos of the club and back Klopp. I don't care, bruv. I think it would even be funnier if we got sold for £1, bruv. You know why? Because we'd just go and buy the right players at the right time and do up a madness in the league, Champions League, and there'll be 5 trophies every other couple of years, bro.
Yeah, you know, like I said, you caught me off guard because that was the first time I'd ever heard that information. And maybe it was a bit of pride kicking in. Every now and again, my pride gets the best of me. So maybe that was a bit of pride kicking in. And I just thought, nah, hold on a minute. Like, to be fair, I don't think I would even be bothered if the whole Chelsea thing hadn't just happened. But for that dead club to go for 4.1 billion.
But that's to do with debt, though, bro. They had to pay for the debt.
Yeah, I hear that. But
and they were in a lot of it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Like I said, maybe it's a little bit of pride. You're right. Maybe 2.7 billion would mean that the owner can put more into the club if he's paying less for it. Maybe you're right. You know what I mean? But you just caught me off guard a little bit with that one. That one proper like that was out of left field. I wasn't expecting that. So
yeah, no, I don't. So long and short of it, before we move on, do you think we'll be sold to another set of American owners?
If it's Bulmer, then I don't really mind because at the moment he seems very. Do you know what I like? And again, well, we said this before. Not every billionaire is going to be dirty, but to a degree, to get to that level of riches, there's going to be something unethical in there. But obviously, there'll be some that are a lot less unethical than others, so to speak. One thing I do like, though, my friend, who's actually an Arsenal fan, shout out Si if he's watching. When he found out that we were going to be bought out by Bulmer, like me and him was having a text conversation, and he actually sent me through an article, and he was like, "Do you know what? Like, this guy seems pretty stand up." And this is coming from a non-Liverpool fan, obviously, so he's got no thingy. And the article he sent me, bruv, said that Bulmer is investing 400 million of his own money into a special kind of organization to help fund black entrepreneurs that have a hard time getting started up.
My owner.
And I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was reading it. I didn't finish it. Like I started it, and then I thought, let me finish this a bit later on. But I thought to myself, do you want to know what? Stuff like that, you never know the true intentions of people, and you can't always. But just at face value, that sounds very, very cool to know that he would be willing to do something like that randomly for no reason. It wasn't like he was forced to do it or anything like that. He can just see a minority of people who are in need of a little bit of a helping hand, and he's willing to put his own personal money in to do that. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That's cool. That is cool. Do you know what I'm saying? And little things like that. And I'm warming towards him. I've watched little interviews and
guess what color we are?
Yeah.
Give a helping hand. I'm just saying, you know, the club you're going to own. We do content for the club you're going to own.
You know what I mean? I think like it would be very nice if you threw a little bit of that a milli over here. You know,
like my owner. You know,
But no, that is all jokes aside. That's a very cool. That's a very cool thing to hear. And I've watched a lot of his interviews, and from what couple people in the community was letting us know last time we spoke about it, they're right. He is a really enthusiastic, passionate, cool guy. Like he seems when you watch some of the interviews he's done, you know, since owning the Clippers and stuff like that, you just watch and you think, yeah, do you know what? Like he does look like a very hands-on type of owner. Like he would come to the games, Cal, and like do a little interview and be like, man, I'm so happy to be here. Watch what we're gonna do with this club. And he'd sit down with Jurgen and be like, what do you need, man? Do you know what I mean? And like he does kind of feel like he'd be that type of guy. And you know what? He's a winner. You know what I mean? He's in it to win it. He's a winner at life. I don't think he'd pay that much money for Liverpool and not want to win it. And I think that's the cool thing as well, is that when you look at the situation now, you think when we got bought out by FSG for 300 million, it was very obvious that they were doing it as a business acquisition. And fair play to them.
Bro. They said
yeah. No, but and fair play to them. Like they did a bloody good job on the business side, like without a shadow of a doubt. And now they're going to cash in. But if you buy the club for 2, 3, 4 billion, you're buying that club to win. You're not buying that club for a business acquisition, because that's so much money spent. You might be dead before you even get that money back in profit if all you're going to do is try and make profit out of it. Do you know how hard it is to make profit on something you paid £3 billion for?
Yeah.
So you're pretty much buying that to be in it to win it. You're buying it for the love of thinking it's a cool thing to own. And that makes me feel a little bit more like you would be a little bit more invested. You know what I mean? especially as a one-off. Like the consortium that bought Chelsea is obviously a group of people, a lot less of a hit individually. They just came together. But if you're buying it one up, you just straight out, that's a lot of money. Surely you're buying it to want to win. You can't just be buying it for any other reason. So yeah, man, I really hope so, man.
Fair enough, Drift. Guys, I got a little bone to pick with you guys in the comments. We've almost got 1,000 of you guys watching, but we're only sitting on 321 likes. Guys, can we get up to 500 likes before we start the next segment of the show, please? Like literally.
Come on, guys.
Literally.
Big up for 1,000 of you in here, but come on, guys. Let's smash that like button.
What are we doing there, guys? Let's get up to 500, please, people. ASAP. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Please.
Only 370 at the moment, guys. Come on, man. Smash that like.
We can do way better than
that, man.
Right. Let me shout out some of these supers. Maboob says, TAT just tweeted that we're interested in a Kafour. I'm not sure who that is. I have no idea who that is. Feel free to educate me, guys.
I'm not sure who TAT or Okafor is.
Maestro says, how we hope you're doing well. I wanted to ask who you think we can realistically go for in Jan, just in case we don't get for me, Zaha and Tillemans. What about yourself, Drift? Realistically. Sorry. I'm gonna go Zaha and Kone. Sorry.
Yeah, do you know what? I don't think that Tillemans is realistic based on the fact that the rumors are that the reason he's waiting for the free transfer is to be able to demand the wage that he wants, which is around 220 a week, which is a lot of money. And Liverpool, he doesn't deserve 220. No disrespect. Like, he's a good player. He's not a 220 a week player, though. Not for me. Especially when that would make him the second highest paid player at Liverpool behind Mo.
Currently, we're getting new money, bro.
Well, yeah, but you're saying based on not getting owners, right? That's what
wage
this is
bills
like,
going up,
realistic.
legitimately going up.
So yeah, I don't think that he would be realistic for the wages. I'm not going to give up on Casado, however you pronounce his name. I'm not going to give up on him. I think he'd be a brilliant acquisition. Kone's market value was 25 million. I think it'd be a brilliant acquisition.
I reckon he'd go for about 40. Kone bossed the game the other day against Bellingham.
Yeah, bro. Like, and here's the thing as well. I'll big up Daps. I was with Daps today. Some fire content coming out on AFTV that we was a part of. Like, bruv, it was fucking hilarious. You can't spend a day with KG and not be in stitches, bruv. It's
KG as well.
KG was there as well, bruv. You can't spend a day with KG and not be in stitches. So big up AFTV and all that, man. Yeah, me and Daps are talking, and Man City are probably losing Bernardo Silva and Gundogan in the summer. And that means that Man City are going to be heavily in the market for a midfielder. And bro, that means that what are the chances of us being able to outbid them for Bellingham unless we do actually like seriously have massive investment? Man City very much take the homegrown rule seriously now, and apparently the Brexit thing is going to add some kind of tax on any non-English players. That's going to add extra money you have to spend on your taxes or something like that. So teams are going to probably want homegrown players even if they've already got the quota, because there's no tax apparently or something because of the whole Brexit thing. They paid 100 mil for Grealish to abide by the whole thingy, bro. They'll probably do the same again for Bellingham. So it's going to be very difficult to get Bellingham. I think we should really take our mind off of thinking that Bellingham is coming to Liverpool for now, because there's going to be a big clamour over him.
So here's the problem, Drift. I took my mind off him until I knew we were going to get Balalalala. And now I'm standing there and I'm going, why can't we go head to head with them then?
We get new owners. 100%, bro.
If we get new owners, why can't we go head to head with them?
If we get new owners, I think it's a done deal based on the fact that I would think he would rather play for Klopp and Liverpool than he would Man City.
The only thing is they've got what's his face, Haaland, and him and Haaland have got a fantastic relationship.
I know, but who's his idol?
Stephen George.
and what shirt number is
Gerrard.
going to be available.
Oh
in
my
summer.
days. Oh my gosh.
Most times 2 + 2 = 4, Cal. But we
So
need the investment. We need the
I was
investment
going to
because
say so does 3 + 1 as well. So it depends on which way you get to the destination.
He is actually going to be 120 million. He's going to be 120 million. He'll
Yeah,
probably be
probably.
the most expensive midfielder in history.
Yeah,
And
probably.
therefore, we're going to need heavy investment. So we have
Yeah,
to cross that bridge when we come to it.
it's a bridge I'm willing to cross. Shout out to the super chat previously that was saying TAT's at Anfield talk, and a Kofara is meant to be a highly touted player from Salzburg.
Okay.
Jiffa says the Ambani's bad. He tried to do over the Indian farmers. Again, I have to say allegedly because I don't know if that's true or not. So I have to say allegedly. Legally, I have to say allegedly because I don't know if that's true or not. Mus Cockney Turk says, big up my bros. Happy birthday to my bro Julie. I'm waiting for you lot to come and see the SC Dons game, family. Do you know what? I was meant to actually come and see the SC Dons when they're doing a charity event, and I couldn't make it. It's not Drifty's birthday today.
Yeah. Big up, bro, but it's not my birthday.
Not Drifty's birthday today.
And the thing is, once you hit 30, you don't even want birthdays anymore.
Speak for yourself, bro.
Obviously, not because you died. All right, you don't enjoy an extra number being added every year, then, should I say? Of course, like you want to live. I don't. Man took me proper literally, you know, like man said he don't want. Hey, send the goons over. Man said he don't want no more birthdays, you know.
Yeah, bro.
Come and terminate, man.
Voice of Reason says they don't have to love us, just need to love winning. Very true. That's very true as well.
No. Eventually, I want them to love us. I want them to be like. I think Abramovich did love Chelsea in the end.
Yeah, he definitely did.
I do.
Steven says, just an appreciation to you guys. You lot make me laugh. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm excited about the takeover, but we'll have to watch this later. Going to go and watch I'm a Celebrity in the Jungle. A big up, guys. Steven, man. Steven, come back here, Steven, man. But big up yourself, Steven. Appreciate that. Some kind words. Big up Jiffer who's just become a YouTube member. Guys, if you want to become a member, click the link in the description. Liam says, Balmer comes in and offers to buy us a Jude. So I say the Gakpo or Rice, Burella, and Chiesa. Who you having?
The second three. Jesus. Did you? Barella and Chiesa?
Yeah, it's mad still. It'd have to be the second three.
100%.
It'd have to be the second three. That'd be
I'm being completely honest with you. If money is no object in the summer, Bellingham and Rice is an absolute dream.
Oh,
it's an absolute dream, bro.
Rice for me is the natural heir to the Hendo situation.
Yeah. And Bellingham would be hopefully what Naby was supposed to be. So we'd get that, like, we'd be able to get back to our old ways. We'd even be able to play 4-3-3 again if we wanted. We'll be able to switch it up, bro. Do you know what I mean? And they're homegrown, all that kind of stuff. Rice wouldn't need any adaptation time or he'd need less adaptation time. It's one of the reasons I want Caicedo, bro. Because I think after a year in the Prem, it would be a bit easier for him to make the transition halfway through a season. Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes it's quite difficult. So, yeah. Rice and Bellingham would be brilliant.
Bulmer is paying $2 billion for a new arena. Jeez, you see that ambition there, sir?
Mad thing.
Of his own money.
Oh, no, I'm not going to lie, bro. Rice and Bellingham, what would you say that'll be? 250?
200
on them?
200.
But I think Bellingham's going to... Bellingham's going to be 120 by himself, and Rice ain't going for less than 100 mil, bro.
He's only going to have a year left on his contract. He'll have to go for less than 100.
Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting about that.
Shout out to Mus Cockney Turkey, just become a member. Shout out to LVFC TV, just become a member as well. Big up yourself.
Big up.
Shout out to Gary Paul. Says, I'm hoping we sell to owners who will actually invest in the team and transfers. Can't afford owners like FSG again. Facts upon facts, Gary. That show we'd have to do on new owners if they're like FSG. Oh, that'd be hard. That'd be a tough show to do. Selection says, Pound is weak across the board right now. Record will sell for undervalue anyway, but not for 2.7. That's mad. I think politics, Premier League clubs, and the Premier League. I don't think FSG will sell to a Middle East investor. That might be true as well.
Look, it could be a Middle Eastern investor that doesn't have anything shady about them. Like there are some. Do you know what I mean? Like,
shout out to Jamie Phillips Football Chats. Make sure you go and check out Jamie's channel and subscribe there as well. Liverpool very interested in Mukoku in January. Yeah. Wouldn't even have to register him either. Under 21. Troy M says Bulmer is the one. I'm American. He's the only US owner I'd ever want at Liverpool. And you can love more than one team. Americans do it all the time. We all grew up loving multiple sports, different sports teams in different sports. NFL, NBA, MLB.
That is actually a very good point.
Troy. I think that's probably where we can't understand it in it, Drift, because I don't think there's another.
Well, think about it, bro. It's probably very similar to how much a lot of people invest in their national team in cricket, say, for example. Like, they adore football, they love football, but then the West Indies or India or Pakistan or whatever, they'll have that same amount of love, and it's a different sport. I know it's a country, but it's still a totally different sport.
It's a country, though.
But it is a totally different sport, though. Do you get what I mean?
I know, but country and club, they're two different anomalies.
They are. But with it being two different sports, because normally I've because you are a bit of an anomaly yourself, as in, like, you have that diehard love for MMA and you have that diehard love for football as well. It's very difficult to get people who love two sports the same. Like,
MMA is a singular sport. That's not a team sport as such.
I know, but it's still a lot of emotional investment that you put into it. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's very I myself, like, I've fallen a bit out of love with boxing as it's got a little bit too stupid and all that. I do love UFC, and I have done now for the past, say, maybe 6 or 7 years. I think I've been watching UFC now. So I'm a bit of a newcomer to UFC. But when I think about, like, the love I have for these other things, I do really, really enjoy these things. Like, I enjoy tennis. Do you know what I mean? Like, Andre Agassi was my guy. Then after that, like, I got fully invested in Federer. Do you know what I mean? Like, I do love a lot of other things to a degree, but, bro, nothing like football. Like, football, it's just, do you know what I mean? Like, football hits different. I think it must be still quite unique to love cricket or to love something else if you have that love for football.
That's true.
And Americans grow up with literally that kind of being part of their DNA of, like, what's your NFL team? What's your hockey team? What's your baseball team? What's your basketball team? Like, they do that, and they have the same love for. Most of the time, it'll be from the same city, though. Like, if I'm not mistaken, most cities have all of those teams. Maybe not so much NFL, but baseball and basketball and American football, a lot of them. So I guess you kind of are still supporting the ends, even though it's a different sport. But
it's true.
It's true.
I gotta change the subject quickly. We spoke about this yesterday, Drift. R.I.P. to Anthony Rumble Johnson. This is more for MMA fans. If you don't know who Anthony Rumble Johnson is, he was an ex-UFC fighter and a Bellator fighter, and widely regarded as one of the nicest men in and around the sport. And for him to pass away at the age of 38, it just one is humbling because it just shows how precious and brittle life is at the same time. But at the same time, it's bloody sad, man. It is bloody sad. That one really hit me. Again, I got a shout out to Luke Tanner. Luke was the one who messaged me and told me. And brother, I was literally sitting there and I turned to my missus and I was like, Anthony Rumble Johnson died. And she was like, she kind of knew him because, like, poor girl, she's had to sit down and watch MMA with me sometimes. But, like, it just proper hit me. Like, 38 years old, man. And obviously he a bit like the Chadwick Boseman situation. Many people didn't know he was going through illness, and unfortunately it got the better of him at the end. But thoughts and prayers to his friends, his family, relatives, anyone who was close to him. So sad, man. So
Yeah,
sad.
I mean, obviously we spoke yesterday, and I think we could both tell how much the other one was affected by it. Yeah, that hit me differently, man. 1 minute I was just vibesing out on a Sunday evening to some tunes and that, and then I just saw that and I was like on Ariel Hawani, and I was just like, what?
Yeah.
And with Hawani is saying it's
He's
not
not- he-
fake or it's not a
He'd
rumor
never,
or anything
he'd
stupid
never
like
do
that.
anything like that thing.
Yeah, but that hit me, man. That hit me. Rumble was one of my favorite fighters.
Same.
He was the guy. He was, as you said, he was just such a nice guy when you watched and it's so funny how life is, isn't it, Cal? Because we was talking yesterday and like, as I was saying, like, and he looked unwell, but it's only hindsight now, just like Chadwick. He did look unwell, but because you don't know, you're not paying attention enough. He was bloated up. Maybe he was on some kind of steroid or something to help.
So it's funny you say that, Drift. So I think I can't remember. It might have been MMA Junkie, but saying that he was on dialysis and things like that. And dialysis does it; it makes you bloat, especially in the face.
So it makes sense. Do you know what I mean? I just thought maybe he was just having some off time. Do you know what I mean? Putting on a bit of weight because he's not training anymore and stuff like that. But yeah, clearly he was. And even on his Insta, like I remember last year, because I was scrolling back through his Instagram, going through some nostalgic, heartfelt moments. And I was seeing a couple of posts that I liked from last year. And I remember like he was going in for an MRI scan. And he just said, "Wish me luck, guys. I don't want anything but prayers and stuff." Like, oh yeah, like you start clicking and remembering. But I just thought it was better because that was like September 2021. So you're thinking like he's all right now, isn't it? Because it's like a year later and stuff. But yeah, that hit me hard, man. R.I.P. to Rumble, man.
Facts. Jay also says Dortmund wanted 120 mil for Sancho, and what happened? Very true. What you want and what you get are two different things sometimes. Liam said
different inability to play though as well, isn't it? So.
Yeah, true. Jamie Phillips.
That was hard for you to say that as well.
Yes, it was. Everyone knows I got a soft spot for Sancho, man. I actually think Liverpool buy Rice in January. It makes sense. British quota. As we are probably letting Milner and Ox go. I'm a good Rice in January. Give me a side dish.
I would be very, very surprised with their situation, especially. But they're in a relegation battle. They would not let go of their best player and possibly get relegated.
West Ham aren't in a relegation battle.
Bro, yes, bro. West Ham are in a relegation battle.
No, they'll be fine.
Bro. No, I'm not saying I think they'll go down or anything. Let me just get their actual position in the table up again real quick. I was looking at it the other day, bro, and I couldn't believe it. Where they are. Hold on. Let me. What am I doing?
Not West Ham.
All right, I've got the league table up now. West Ham are in 16th place, bro. Their last 6 games is a loss, win, loss, draw. They've got 14 points. They are 1 point above the drop zone, Cal. 1 point above the drop zone. They're level on points with Everton. Bro, okay. West Ham are in a relegation battle,
Even
bro.
more reason to grab him now than in it.
No, but they're never selling their best player in a relegation battle, bro. Never. No way, bro. No way.
I hear that.
They would rather lose out on like 50 million in the valuation and stay up than get extra money and then get relegated.
Dean says, "Evening, gents. Evening to yourself, Dean. Great show as always. I don't know if it's me, but I really don't see the hype behind Rice. Do you think he's that guy? Him and Cage are 2 different positions for a start, bro. But bro, right, I feel Rice is one of the most underrated English players right now. I can't lie.
I wouldn't be picking Rice if I had to pick of the litter.
No, I'm not saying that.
I do think he's a very good player that would suit us for everything, like, you know, the home quota thing, age, as you said, very stylistically similar to a young Henderson. Like, I think there's a lot of things that would actually...
Oh, no, not stylistically. I think personality-wise.
Oh, no, I even think style... I know he's better defensively than Henderson, but you know that ability to, like, get up and down the pitch? I think stylistically, they're quite similar.
I mean, this is no disrespect to Jordan Henderson, but Henderson at that age and Rice at this age, it's not even close who's better out of the 2 as a footballer.
Yeah, but 28-year-old Henderson was better than what Rice is now.
Don't know.
Yeah, he was 100%.
I don't know. Rice. This is what I'm saying. I think Rice is massively underrated.
No, he's a good player, Bob. Remember, Henderson nearly won Player of the Year.
I know.
That was how good he was around that age. But peak Henderson is better than what Rice is now. Rice has got time to improve. What's he, 24, right?
No, I don't think he's 24 yet.
He must be 24.
I'll be honest, I don't even think it's close, Drift. I think Rice is a better footballer than Hendo has ever been. No, again, I mean that no disrespect to Henderson.
I don't. But
he's 23.
Okay. A little bit younger than I thought he was, but he's a good player though.
He's brilliant. I rate him highly. Maybe I'm a bit biased because I rate him so highly, to be honest.
It would be, you know what? I know it sounds really stupid to say this for the sake of homegrown, but it'd be really nice to lose Milner and Ox as homegrown players, and then Rice is the one that you're replacing them with. Do you know what I mean? Like
that'd be phenomenal.
It makes perfect sense. Yeah, it makes perfect sense, bro.
Big up to Anfield, Rods and Nixon. Big up to Kopish. Set good like the ice in a freezer. Big up yourself, Rods.
Big up, Rods.
Troy M said, and remember, Bomber is taking on the Lakers, the biggest basketball franchise and maybe sports franchise in the world. He spends with endless ambition. That's what I want my owner to go up against. Anybody can get it.
The only thing that's a little bit worrying if Bomber takes us over in that regard is I know he's got long money, but it would be very difficult for both the teams you own. They just pumping money in all the time. That would still be quite difficult.
We don't need to pump in money every single year. We just need it maybe for two. No, hear me out, Drift.
Whatever the limit is, Cal, I want us always on the limit.
Nah, we don't need to, Drift.
You know the needle when you're doing the revs. You know you get up to about 800 RPMs, brother. You're supposed to change gear. I want us on that, bro, all the time, bro. Just buy and play for the sake of it because we can do it.
No, I don't. No,
bro. It's about that time, bro.
No,
Grealish is holding up bench for 100 mil. I want that, bro. I just want us to be.
No, but Drift.
Come on, bro. I changed the gear, big man. No, I'm staying in second gear, bro.
All jokes aside, Drift. If we sign 3 centre midfielders and 2 attackers, what else do we need for our squad? Unless someone leaves,
we just start buying players for giggles, bro.
Yeah, but there's no space, bro.
Man City bought Grealish for giggles.
No, they didn't, bro. They brought him to play in the first team, bro. He's registered as the first team player.
Did they?
I mean,
he's 18 months into his Man City career and he ain't been a starting lineup player yet, bro.
No, he's kind of City rotate,
for giggles, bro. They didn't even bring him on when they were losing to Brentford the other day, bro. Wouldn't you bring him on if you need a goal?
Yeah, I hear that.
100 mil to do up Jester, bro.
I like Grealish. I can't even really get on to Grealish. I like,
bro.
Shout out to Mike.
You know I've got that Madison agenda anyway. So
say again.
You know I've got that Madison agenda.
Yeah, I know. Believe me, I know, bro. Troy
Madison's better than Grealish. I hope everyone realizes, but yeah,
they're different players. Both very good. on their day, I think Grealish is better than Madison on their day.
Nah.
I'm not going to argue about it. I don't want any beef, bro, because you know my address is long.
Madison is saucy with it, man.
It's long having to keep on telling Stevie why Uncle Drift's outside with a balaclava and baseball bat. Troy M says NBA has a salary cap and spend restrictions. We have no worries. You can only spend but so much in the NBA, and it's actually enforced.
That is true. Yeah.
I think I missed the super chat here. Yep. Jay says the cap in basketball will limit so he can spend more on us. Cool.
Yeah. I hear that.
Jay says we need another centre back too, guys. Conversation to be had there. If Maestro says if we get I need Sheikh Drifty to rock up to Kopish like Shane McMahon. Here comes the money. We go. Here comes the money. Money. Dollar.
Couple people in the chat want me to say it one more time for the people at the back. Madison is better than Grealish.
Cool. Nisa says, "Hey lad, just a, just a question. Why do you think Klopp hasn't really signed any German players to LFC besides Emre Can? He didn't even sign Emre, Nisa, bro. We'll
Yeah, he was
hopefully get
already there.
new owners. He goes out and you get Kimmich and them, man. Big up the boys. Big up yourself, Nisa. It's been a little while. Hope you're well.
Big up, man. Big up,
I don't.
Nisa.
I just think the market hasn't been there to get German players.
I mean, there was a couple that he wanted. Things
Yeah,
just
like,
turned
yeah.
out differently. He wanted Götze. He wanted my man. He's at Dortmund now. The young blonde guy. Well, he's not young anymore, but Brandt, Julian Brandt. You wanted Brandt. We got Mane and Salah instead, though, and the rest is history.
We are winning. Big up Zabri with the lax. As a man who blow out my 302 engine in a 77 Mustang doing donuts and drifting, it's better to cruise around 25 miles an hour. Easy done it sometimes. Big up yourself.
No, but I'm not even gonna lie, though, Zabiri. Even though you got a point to a degree, if you got a 77 Mustang, every now and again you gotta hit that motorway. Them cars are built for speed. You can't actually keep on driving slow with those cars. You can do just as much damage driving slowly.
Drift, I might haven't answered the previous question. Who's the only German player Klopp signed?
Matip.
No. Carrius.
Oh, good.
Man rubbed his eyes. Oh my god.
Oh, good.
You're all right though. You forgiving him, bruv?
Yeah, I have, but that is enough to put you off going back in that market. You know what I mean?
Crazy, huh? Right.
Fair play to him. He did have a concussion though because of that idiot Ramos.
Yeah. Big up to Mons. I saw him in the chat earlier. Make sure you guys head over to Big Six Bands and subscribe to their channel. A bit of housekeeping.
And while you're there, tell him to come over here and pay for his crimes. Mons, I need you to come and pay for your crimes, bro.
Right, people, we're sitting on 534 likes, but we've got over 900 of you in here. So my next ask is for you guys to hit 750 for likes, guys. If you haven't liked already, literally scroll up, hit the like button, and you're back in the live chat. Also, guys, if you are new to the channel, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. You'll get content with notifications and much, much more. Let's move on to the next topic of the show.
We would have got Werner without the lockdown as well, Cal. That would have been another German.
We weren't getting Werner. We weren't paying his release clause. We move. And that's going to change when we get new money. The next topic, Alisson Becker. Do you know what? I think we have to dedicate a little bit of the show today to Alisson Becker.
My
this season, and you know, shout out to Drifty as well. And I'm not just saying this because you're here. We did a member show on this about a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months.
Yeah,
about who's been Klopp's most important signing. And the show came about because you were hammering home and saying it's Alisson. And me and Matt were saying he's up there, but we don't know if it's actually him or not because Klopp's had so many fantastic signings.
Which he has, yeah.
This season, though, I don't even think it's up for debate. With all due respect to Luis Diaz before he got the injury, Salah who's starting to hit form again, Jota who looked good, Ibu before the injuries. For me, Alisson has been head and shoulders our best player this season.
He was our best player last season, you know.
Arguably. And while that is brilliant that we've got a goalkeeper who's one of the best in the form of his life, I think he's the best in the world, but I don't want to have that debate. Is that a problem when your goalkeeper is player of the season so far? When you look at what De Gea was to Man United when he was winning player of the year every year, he was the only reason they kept them in the bloody Premier League at one stage. Is it a worry, Drift?
Yeah. You got to look at it both ways. You look at it and you think it's amazing to watch, and it bloody is. I could watch Alisson making saves all day. He's just so good at it. Like you said. Well, like I said, it's like being in a cage of a bear, being in a one-on-one.
Pray for the bear!
Pray for the bear! Like, it's just different with it, bruv. Like, there's not many goalkeepers in the world where you're kind of favouring the goalie in a one-on-one scenario. Do you know what I mean? So it's beautiful to watch, but you're right. It is a bit of a problem when your goalkeeper's having to make that many saves. It is. Like, you can't shy away from it. Your goalie shouldn't be having to make that many saves. One of the beautiful things about Alisson, though, Cal, is that he can be cold, out of service, not needed for 85 minutes. But when he's called upon, he's still there, fresh and ready to make the save. He's always switched on. Always switched on. So, yeah, it's a double-edged sword, isn't it? You love watching him do it, but he shouldn't be having to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works both ways. He's even improved on his penalty saving recently, which was the only weak point in his game, so to speak. And now he's even
weakness, bro.
Now I think he might have saved like 3 or 4 penalties in the last 18 months. So like he's even starting to get better at that as well. So he's man, he's just Alisson Becker. Like, when it's all said and done, I think he truly is in the conversation for the best goalkeeper the Premier League's ever seen.
Drifty man. Why
did I skip ahead? Bro? My bad. Sorry.
Bro. I write these questions down. Man just switches off the teleprompter, bro. Like, what am I meant to freestyling now, bro? What are we doing there, man?
My bad.
Man. All right, I'm gonna read out a quote from Martinelli, a player that all three of us rate pretty highly. Martinelli on Alisson. He's so good. When I went to the national team last time, when we played against Japan and South Korea, I remember when we were in training and I came 1v1 with him, and it was so difficult. He's so big, Again, it just says it all, innit? He's just
and this is as NGA saying as well. It's not even fair, bruv. Man's even good looking,
brother.
Like, he's James Bond. Remember when he signed for Liverpool, bruv? And he come in, John Wick, James Bond, whatever you want. Man come in
the all black suit,
up in the all black,
all
suit,
black,
bruv.
everything.
Different, bruv. Different. As you said it, who can rock a moustache, a goatee, a full beard, or and just a clean shaven, bruv? Like, man,
even when he grows the hair out, bruv, he's that guy, innit? Like, there was always that guy in school who's like, he was sick of all the sports, but he still take your girl. He's that guy, bruv.
Yeah.
Bruv, he even baptizes people, bruv. Bruv, he's been sent from God, bruv.
I was just about, bruv.
He's like an angel, bruv.
I was just about to say, man, he's even like out here baptizing people.
Oh my, Cat Sunday just said he can even play guitar, bruv. He's doing up Robin Thicke, bruv. But I'm gonna be real, yeah. If I came home and I saw Alisson Becker in my house, I'd have to just say it is what it is.
You saying, when women have all of those requirements, like it has to be over 6 foot, all these things. Man just ticking every box by that. Boom, 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 boom.
He's a high value earner as well.
He's a high value man, bruv. He's a top 1%, bruv. It is what it is, bruv.
What do you do? I bet you anybody can fight as well,
no, probably man's a Chad, innit? Man's a 1% guy, bruv. It is what it is, bruv.
I bet you can fight as well. I bet you any money you can fight as well, bruv.
He probably can, bro.
On some
humble with it. Bruv, Ali's different, bruv. He's just different. And you know what? I think what's beautiful about it as well, Can, I think this is what Liverpool fans, and he's got a high IQ, bruv. It's just the list keeps on growing, bruv.
If he weren't married, brother, I'd try and get him into the family, marry one of my cousins or something like that.
You know there was.
Yeah. I'd be like, hey, cuz, you're right. Yeah, I got someone for you if you want still. Like, he ticks every box still. Like, yeah.
What's mad is I
think he probably his missus probably walks around and all the other women are probably jealous of her, bro.
Yeah.
Alisson's wife.
Yeah. She you know, like when Newcastle got left.
3 languages drip. What can you not do?
Do you remember Newcastle got left out of that Premier League meeting when they got taken over? That's how Becker's wife gets treated with all the wags, innit? Like, yeah, fuck her, innit? Like, yeah. See again. And to be fair, she don't want to go anyway because they're all flirting with her man anyway. She's like, yeah, I don't even want to go anyway. I don't want to go anyway. Round them bitches, you know. She don't want to be around them anyway, bro. You
Yeah,
get
man,
me?
just see Alisson speak to their missus, just roll up. Are you guys good? Yeah, you guys good? Ali, you done? Are you done, Alisson? Yeah.
We're good here, yeah.
Yeah,
Can
we
I have my
good.
wife back? Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
cool, cool.
Come on, we're going home. Alisson, I'll see you tomorrow, bro.
But
I'll
the
see
mad
you
thing is,
tomorrow.
yeah, all jokes aside, I think one of the beautiful things that we can appreciate about Alisson, not even just because of how amazing he
The
is.
scores goals and creates them as well, by the way, bro.
Yeah, bruv.
He's
He does
actually
it
an
all,
angel,
bruv. He creates them, he saves them, and he scores them.
bro. He's actually an angel, bro. Timeless.
It's
Still.
brother. He baptizes people, high IQ, over 6 foot, makes 6 figures,
3 languages.
3 languages, plays guitar.
He's got everything, bro.
Of madness. Or
If you wanted to create someone in a lab, he's the guy you create, bro. He's the guy you create. Humble as well.
Come on, man. He is Klopp's best signing. He is.
No wonder Klopp loves him so much. Let's be real, bro. No
He's
wonder.
Klopp's best signing. He's Klopp's best signing, and
man can cook as well. He cooks as well, bro.
Mad.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm starting to think.
Is he actually a barbecue king or are people trolling?
No, bro, it's true.
He's a proper like. He's a
proper barbecue, bro. This is what I'm saying. I'm starting to think my missus got the short end of the straw, bro. What do I speak English and patois, like can I cook? Yeah, probably not as good as him. Don't baptize anyone. I could never play for Liverpool Football Club. Like
at least during the 6 foot gang, bro.
Yeah, just about. No, I'm 6 on the dot. He's comfortably in the 6 foot gang, bro. Without football boots on, bro. Let's be real, bro. If I bick my hair, bro, I don't know. I might be 5'11" and 3/4, bro. Who knows?
I've heard that's why a lot of men are doing up Air Forces, bro, because they add 1.5 inches in height.
Boy, hold tight.
A little cheeky life hack there for anyone who didn't realize.
I mean, let's be real. Women have been doing it for years with heels and all that still.
Yeah. No, but that's what I'm saying. A little life hack for the man if they don't know.
Tim's insoles in the shoes, you man.
Tim's and Air Force, they give you a little extra inch or 2 in height if you're trying to make up.
Insoles inside the trainers as well. You look at this. You're not just getting football talk much. You're getting life lessons, you man.
Little life hacks.
Yeah, little life lessons. Go grab the wifey now. Add an inch.
Jamal said, man, he's even got a full hairline and a full beard. It's madness, bro.
He's killing it, bro.
He's killing it, bro.
Big up, Alisson Becker. But yeah,
the mad thing is, all jokes aside, we suffered. And that's what makes this so beautiful, even just not that he's just a great goalie. We suffered for a very long time with having meaty goalies that always worried us, bro. And now we got 2 that we don't have to worry about. And it feels good, bro. It's been a very long time, bro. Like, we got to go back to Westerveld, Dudek, Reina. That era was beautiful. Top goalkeepers.
Man just hanging, bro. man just hanging.
And then after Reina, it got techie for a while, bro.
It got very techie.
Because like I said, we were used to good goalies. We had Westerveld, we had Dudek, we had Reina. We were used to good goalies. And then it got techie for a little while, bro.
It wasn't techie. Let's just call it what it is, brother. It was very bad.
It got techie for I wouldn't say Mignolet was very bad, but it was techie.
He weren't good, bro.
No. I'm not saying it was good, but I wouldn't like Mignolet. Mignolet had games.
Brother, look, bruv.
Brad Jones, Mignolet, and Karius. Yeah, that was.
Brother, look. That's geez.
We went through a dry spell, innit? We went through a dry spell.
That's more than a dry spell. That's desert, bro. That's Sahara.
Yeah, we went through a dry spell. And that was what was so annoying, is because we were used to always having good goalkeepers.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I know David James, he was a little bit of a madman. It was a little bit weird. And then
a little bit of a madman. The guy's crazy, bro.
And then
he put someone in a bin, bro, if I'm not mistaken.
No, but I mean, like, in terms of the games. And then we had why am I forgetting our American goal?
Oh my god, we had big up Bayesian Pops. We had Bogdan as well, bro.
Yeah, we had Ed Sheeran.
We had Bogdan, bro.
What was his name?
Remember how much we were screaming for Danny Ward at one stage, bro? That's how bad things got. You see what
Do you
Danny
know what?
was doing at
I
Leicester?
think Danny was a decent goalie though.
Nah, he's not. I was wrong, bruv. I
No,
hold
Danny
my
was a
hands up.
decent goalkeeper.
Nah, he ain't, bruv.
Now he's got a steady defense in front of him. He's
He
doing
ain't,
well.
bruv. Drifty ain't, bruv.
I'm not saying he's brilliant or anything, but like, anyway, yeah.
He's meaty, bruv.
Bro, why am Brad Friedel? It was bugging me out, bro. Brad Friedel was a good goalkeeper. Was Vesterveld after Friedel? He was.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So like we went from Friedel, who I think was a good guy. He wasn't a world beater, but he was a good goalie. Vesterveld was a bad boy. Dudek, I know you've got a little, but I thought Dudek was a good goalkeeper. Rayner was
very good. If I was rating Dudek, I'd give Dudek a 7 out of 10 for goalkeepers.
Yeah.
Oh, we had Carsten and Atanji. Oh, Cavalieri.
No, but Atanji was during the Rayner era, though. So
I know, but you had Cavalieri as well. Yucky. Just yucky, man.
We did have
Kirkland should have been brilliant, but injuries killed him.
Yeah. Kirkland was good, and we had is it Grabera? How do you pronounce his name again? Grabara.
He didn't even get on the bench. Peggy R. Peck said, "Oh man, we earned this, man. We've earned this. We've done our dues, man."
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. After Rayner, it got techie. It got techie after Rayner.
Even when Rayner was there, it was still techie, bro, because he was the only good one.
Yeah.
Oh man. But Drift, I've got to ask the question. You, if I'm not mistaken, your Premier League GOAT is David De Gea as things stand, right? What does Alisson have to do to surpass De Gea? Because everyone talks about Premier League GOATs and that, and if you mention GOATs, for example, Gerrard, people will be like, "Oh, he ain't got no Premier Leagues. Lampard's got this amount. Scholes got this amount." If I'm not mistaken, De Gea's only got 1 Prem. Same as Alisson Becker. Yeah. What does he have to do to surpass him, Drift?
1 more year of this level, and I think he takes De Gea. Because De Gea did 7 years in a row.
I made it sound like a prison sentence.
Bro, he did 7 years in a row.
What are you saying, man?
That's a stretch. That's actually a stretch.
And Andy Dufresne. He crawled out of gutter of poo. He came out a clean man.
And so I think the longevity is the thing that De Gea is holding on to in that respect. But I think if Ali does 1 more year, I think he'll take De Gea's crown. If he does one more
there's a couple of people in the comments already saying he's already surpassed it still.
You know what? I won't even argue with them.
Ali's been here, since 2018? So he's done 4 years.
This is Ali's 5th season now, if I'm not mistaken. I will say if he does 6...
He ain't had a bad season.
No, he hasn't. But if he does 6, then I will say he surpasses. But 7 years of that level of consistency for De Gea. And I think a lot of people get lost in it a little bit because he fell off for a little while. De Gea was a superhero. He was an actual superhero. It was mad, bro.
But when you're looking at overall package, though.
Yeah, because he didn't have the
distribution. Command of the area.
No, he had the command of the area when he was at his peak.
De Gea?
Yeah. Not as good as Ali, but I do think he had he used to come and catch balls.
No, I disagree. That's the one game. That's the one area in his game, bro.
No. Not his peak, bro. Not his peak. He was good at that when he was.
No, I disagree, bro. De Gea has never been commanding.
I think he was.
Alisson will come and clean out everything, bro.
He might not be as commanding as Ali, but he was commanding. He was a superhero. He was a superhero for that stretch of time, Cal. I was watching that David De Gea single-handedly keep Man United relevant. Literally single-handedly keeping Man United relevant. It was actually quite incredible to watch. I was like, what is going on here? Like that. I think he won 4 years in a row. He won Man United's Player of the Year. Bro, that's crazy, bro. He's a goalkeeper, bro, and he's winning Player of the Year, doing up 2, 3, 4 years in a row. Like. He was incredible. He was bound to dip. That's the mad thing. He was so good. He was bound to dip because how do you sustain that level of quality for such a long period of time? Like he was just so good for so long. He was bound to dip. Do you know what I mean? But and again, it pains me to say it because he's a Man United goalkeeper, but I have to give credit where it's due. David De Gea was a sensational goalkeeper. Like, and he's still a good goalkeeper now. I can't believe he's not in the Spain squad. But
That's a travesty. I mean, Thiago, David Hay not there. I mean, less said about that, the better.
Bro, it's mad. It's mad, isn't it? It's mad. But
Boy.
yeah, he
Crazy,
was next level at that time.
All right, let's go on to our next and final. Right, guys, I'm not happy though. 601 likes. Come on, guys. Over 900 of you in there.
But yeah, come on, guys.
Let's get 750 people. 750. All you got to do is quickly scroll up, hit a button, and then you're back in the live chat. Touch a button now. I know where you come from or where you're going. Touch a button. Andrew Robertson. Now, I'm hoping I'm not getting this wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, Andrew Robertson has just surpassed Leighton Baines' 53 assists.
Or equal, one of the two. Yeah.
Equal or past it. First and foremost, I know he's an Evertonian. Big up Leighton Baines. In my opinion, one of the most underrated left backs we've seen in the Premier era, and he deserved to be at a better club.
No, big up his loyalty, bro. He could have gone Man United and he stayed low to Everton, so big up for that. Still.
Well, yeah. But at the same time, he should have gone to a bigger club because he should have been playing Champions League. And
Man United would have been better, bro. I'm glad he stayed.
That's true. Fair enough. We move. You're right. But Robbo has equal or surpassed his assists in over 100 games fewer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
That is incredible.
And
again,
190 games fewer.
Oh my gosh. Crazy.
I was gonna say 200, but yeah, basically, yeah.
Crazy. Now, I'm gonna ask two questions. I'll ask the first one, which would be.
I know what you're gonna ask me. This is gonna be. Let me take
drinking that drink hard, boy. If you can run through it, but eventually it will find you. I'm gonna ask the first one, which is a bit of a fun one. What's your favorite Robertson assist so far?
Oh, what? Like all of them? Oh, jeez.
I've got two.
When you said so far, I thought you meant this season, but I just realized you
all
mean
of them,
like...
all of them, everything.
Oh, jeez.
I've got two that stand out to me. I'll tell you my two first.
Yeah, go on, because I'm actually like proper trying to wrap my brain.
Three.
Yeah,
I've got three.
Yeah, go on.
Leicester City in the 1920 season at Leicester's ground. If I'm not mistaken, he beat two players and then passed it to Mane, and Mane smashed it in with his left foot. The other one was when we beat Manchester City in the 1920 season when Trent sprayed it across the box. Sorry, sprayed it across the pitch with his left foot, and he crossed it in pretty much first time for Salah to make it 2-0. Bobby Firmino in 18-19 against Tottenham when we beat them 2-1 at Anfield. One more, actually. 18-19 when we did that passing move against Man City at the Etihad, and Trent dinked it to the back post and he cushioned it for Bobby Firmino to head into an empty net.
Oh, yeah.
Those are my four. I don't know if there's any more that I'm not remembering.
No, you probably, because like, and there's probably ones that I'm forgetting as well. The one that my favorite one probably will be City at home the year we won the title. That whole move was just wonderful.
But it's just the pass was perfect as well.
Yeah, everything about that, the pass from Trent, everything like that was just the perfect goal. But Robbo's got some unbelievable assists. And you know what? A lot of them are actually corners. Do you know what I mean? He's whipped in a couple of great corners that Van Dijk, and if I'm not mistaken, he was the one who set up Van Dijk's header against Man United.
On that. That's all off the memory still.
Oh, we know that already, bro.
You have
we
to
know
rate
you've got the computer brain. If I'm not mistaken, was it not Robbo's assist for Van Dijk's header when we took the league against Man United the year we won the league?
Yeah.
It was Robbo, wasn't it? Because that was a brilliant cross.
No, it wasn't. It was Trent. It was an outswinger.
Are you sure?
I'm almost certain it was Trent, an outswinger. I'm almost certain.
Okay. It was a brilliant cross, whichever one of them it was. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you have caught me a bit cold because I'd have to like relive them. But that Man City one, I definitely think that's probably both the Man City ones. Actually, you're right. The little cushion for Firmino in the after that brilliant 21 pass move
That
or
was
whatever it
such a
was.
hard technique, you know.
Yeah. It really was.
Big up Mr. Dare, I say it Drifty. Jota's his assist for Jota against Tottenham last season, the 2-2. Where he just dinked it and Jota's headed it back to where it's come from in the bottom corner.
I can't even remember, you know.
So basically, the ball came to me, took a touch, got out of his feet, like took a touch to take it past the defender and then dinked it.
Nah, but I'm drawing a blank. I can't even remember.
There's another one as well. Watford, when we beat them, I believe it was 5-0 when Salah got 4 goals. There was a move that we did, and I think it was Mane played him in and first time across the box, and Salah hit him with his right foot.
I'm drawing a blank on everything that you're saying, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. It's actually kind of mad.
Said you're shadow boxing a fly right now, my boob.
Oh, well, can you lot see this nap, bro? He's getting me.
I just saw you doing this, bro. Man, just getting the stance, bro. Man's got the Brandon Moreno stance, bro. Just waiting.
Bro, he's about to get duppied if he's not thingy, bro. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on the things. You know, like I'd have to like see it to get the reminder. I haven't got that Callum memory, but
couple of you are saying Robbo to Ox in for Chelsea 1920. 1920 when we beat them 2-1 at their place. That was a Trent free kick and a Virgil and a Firmino header. At home we beat them 2-0. Hendo's dinked it in for Mane to score, and then Salah scored the worldie from a Virgil pass. Chelsea 1920 Chelsea 5-3 at Anfield, you lot are saying.
Oh yeah, the behind closed door game.
Oh yes. After the the counter attack. Yes. Who was it? Jorginho got it in it. He did it. I remember he went for a little period where he targeted Jorginho still. But yeah, he left Jorginho. I think Jorginho all fell on the floor and everything. And he just ran down the wing, crossed it in, and boom, bam, headshot dead, bang. Made it 5-3. Yeah, big assist. That might take it, actually. That might be the one still.
He's had a lot, man. He's had a lot.
Brilliant, man. Brilliant. So, Drift, you know what the next question is, right?
Yeah, I do.
What's the next question, bro?
It's got something to do with our right back.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. Right.
Oh, no, nothing to do with Trent.
Oh, okay.
I'm curious now. What did you think I was going to ask?
Which one of our fullbacks has actually been better?
Oh, no. Gosh, no.
Oh,
bro, we ain't got time to go through that, bro.
Okay, I can breathe a sigh of relief. I thought that was what you was going to ask me, you know.
No, bro.
I'm gonna lie, bro.
Bro, that's not even a whole show. That's a series we'd have to go through, bro. Right. I'm gonna ask.
Emotional damage.
I don't want to have that conversation, so we're not gonna have that conversation.
Currently, you've got Ashley Cole, like myself, as the best left back to play in the Prem.
Yeah.
Is it possible Robbo can surpass him? If so, how?
Oh, Jesus, you almost done just as big of a question.
I know.
Flipping hell.
I know.
No, I think Ashley Cole will always remain the best left back in the league.
But Robbo's only 28?
Yeah.
I
think Robbo would need to continue doing this until he retired for me to be able to put him in the conversation with Ashley Cole. But you know, Ashley Cole's my GOAT. I actually put Ashley Cole over everyone. I think he's the best left back I've ever seen. So that's a really tough one.
Try to cut people in the comments. I know what you're saying about Ashley Cole winning 4 Premier Leagues. I get it. I'm not
it's not about the trophies though. It isn't.
It can't just be about the trophies. Yeah. But surely he must have a chance where he might be able to surpass him, no?
I would, like, as you said, Robbo's 28, 29, right? Robbo would have to be about 33, 34, looking to round it up, and he's still been performing the way he is now up till then. Then we can have the conversation, because then he would have done 10 years solid. Until then, I'll put him in the top 3, maybe Robbo. I think currently, like, I think he's done well enough to be in the top 3 conversation, probably. He might be my second. He actually
he's your
might
top
be
3.
my
You make up your top 3 then.
Because here's what's mad, bro. Azpilicueta, whether you like it or not,
I was gonna go.
Not you personally, like whether any, like Azpilicueta was an absolutely sensational player for a very long time.
Good night. Kiss. Mwah. Thank you. Touch.
Oh gosh, I just realised.
Ba la 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 la. Good job you're wearing clothes, isn't it?
No, that would have been mad. I would have blanked the screen for you, bro. I'd have been like, come.
No. That'd have been awkward still.
Yeah, that would have been awkward. And a couple of people, Dennis Irwin.
Dennis Irwin's up there. Evra's up there.
Yeah. I mean, Leighton Baines, I guess technically with all those assists, he's got to be in the conversation. And Azpilicueta, bro, like, I've never seen a player so consistent when he was at his peak. Like, Azpilicueta for about 6 or 7 years in a row was like one of the most consistent players I'd ever seen. And I hate to say it because he was a Chelsea man, but he was levels. Like, a lot of people look at this last few years when he's like run out of steam. Like, do you remember peak Azpilicueta, bro? Like, he was doing bits, bro. Like,
there's an argument.
Our position as well, you know.
There's an argument to say Azpilicueta has been one of Chelsea's top 5 signings of all time.
Oh, I think he is, without a shadow of a doubt.
Didn't he cost something like
3
million or something like that?
Something stupid, bro. Some dumb 3 million.
The thing with Azpilicueta, though, is people are rightly saying he also played right back and centre back. He wasn't just,
that is true,
just a left back.
But he played the majority of his peak time at left back, if I'm not mistaken.
But not for the length of the other.
Because Ivanovic was the right back during Azpilicueta's peak time, if I'm not mistaken. Ivanovic was doing up bits at right back as well. Yeah, that's a big conversation still. It's a big conversation. You know what I mean? It's a big conversation. There's been a lot of bad boys. There's been a lot of bad boys at left back still. And you know what? If he continues, actually, because
the thing is, Cole is probably one of the hardest goats to, probably the hardest goat to display.
Because it was like 12 years of unbelievable consistency.
Well, it's not just that; it's
for two different clubs as well.
I'm not just saying the trophies here. I'm saying his contribution to the trophies was massive. Champions League final, brother. He pulled out a bloody hell of a performance. Penalty as well, but the penalty scored in the final as well, bro. Mad. His technique was stupid.
I know a lot of people rate Ashley Cole, but I think he could possibly be one of the most underrated players of all time.
100%.
Because I don't think people actually realize how good Ashley Cole was.
It's because of his personality. It's because of his personality.
It's because of what he did to Cheryl Tweedy, innit? She was the sweetheart, bruv.
I mean, not just that, but I don't want to get into the other stuff.
And the whole crashed his car when he heard the offer.
No, not even that, bro. He sticked up. He was sticking up for Chelsea's number 26 or old number 26.
Oh yeah, that got techie. Yeah,
that was more than techie, bro.
Yeah.
Man was doing up his best impersonation of Uncle Ruckus, bro.
Yeah. That got techie. But like Ashley Cole, man, like. And it pains me to say it, but you just have to be a realist. He played for 2 of the clubs who I hate more than anything.
But at their peaks.
But you've just got to be real. Ashley Cole, man. It just, like, if you were building a left back in a lab, he's it. If you were building a left back in a lab, he is it.
Could you not argue, though, Robbo's better going forward?
Ever so slightly. Yeah, ever so slightly. Yeah.
Saying that, though, Cole's a better finisher than Robbo is.
Yeah, I was going to say Cole was better at scoring, but Robbo's
better at crossing. But I think
Robbo's just more creative. I think Robbo's got more of an eye for creating a goal, but it was a little bit different because I think if Ashley Cole came through now, he would have had the ability to learn to be more creative and be a bit better. He didn't need to be as much because it wasn't
game
about,
then, isn't it?
yeah, it was a different time, but he had the ability to do it. He was just different, man. He was just different. Like Ashley Cole, he was just different, man. He's definitely the most underappreciated player I can think of in terms of, like, I think he's the best left back of all time. And that's not just in the Premier League. That's just period. Like from what I've watched with my own eyes, the consistency level is just a joke. I think people take for granted that he did like 4 or 5 years of consistency at Arsenal and then went and done like 5 or 6 years of consistency at Chelsea. It's mad, bruv.
Arsenal were never the same when he left.
You wouldn't be, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You wouldn't be. Who was the guy who took over? Because Clichy was the one who became Gibbs, isn't it? It was Kieran Gibbs. Oh, was it not Kieran Gibbs that took over?
Gibbs was there as well, yeah.
Yeah, they had a mixed race left back mold. Every player that came every left back that came out of the Arsenal academy was a mixed race guy. It was like, what's going on? This is a mad thing. But yeah, Ashley Cole, man. So Robbo's in the conversation. Without a doubt.
100%. Let's get through some of these supers.
Ali A, Cole over Marcelo for me.
Yeah, do you know what Marcelo is? I dare I say it, I think Marcelo's a bit underrated as well, you know.
But Marcelo was definitely found wanting defensively on more than one occasion.
Yeah. I'm gonna be real. You see, if Marcelo's playing in this Liverpool team, though, it would be a madness.
He would have eaten nicely in our team.
It would be a madness.
Yeah, he would have eaten nicely in our team, bro.
Oh my goodness, it would be a madness.
Marcelo, and technically he's better than Ashley Cole. That goes without saying.
Alaba's in the conversation.
Whoa.
Alaba's a bad boy.
No, Alaba is a bad boy, but it will be. And do you know what? And Alba, he's in the conversation,
Jordan,
I guess.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I think Maldini is probably the one.
Philip Lahm played there for a good portion of his career.
Yeah, but he played right back way more, though, isn't it?
I don't know, Drift.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Lahm played centre mid more than he played left back.
You know what? I think he did. He just did left back, then went right back, and then did up centre mid and said, "All right, that's it. I'm done."
Philip Lahm was an anomaly still.
Lahm is one of my favorite players of all time.
Yeah, he was an anomaly. He was.
I think if I'm not mistaken, man only got 1 yellow card in his career or something like that.
For real,
brother, he barely got any. I might be wrong.
He got more than that. If I'm not mistaken, Gary Lineker was the only player
striker, though, isn't it?
No, but I think he got one in Japan and ruined it. Or he could have finished his career without any yellow cards in his whole career, which is still kind of admirable.
That's crazy, man. All right, let's hit up some of these supers. Troy M says, Balmer comes in and says reasonable signings, 30, 40 mil to fill out the team, but you can get one world-class attacker, midfielder, and defender next summer on top of that. What are your 3 choices? Oh, world-class attacker. Harry Kane. World-class midfielder. Kimmich. World-class defender. Hakimi. Why not?
We got that.
I know we got Ramsey. He's calm though. Ramsey can go on loan for a season. We only need Hakimi for 1 year. just for the banner, innit? Who's better, Trent or Hakimi? I don't know. We'll find out. But
that's the reason why we buy. That's why you get Kimmich, bro, because he can play both.
Okay.
I'll buy Kimmich.
Oh, sorry, world-class attacker. It's Mbappe or Kane.
I don't want Mbappe in my club with that prima donna attitude.
I'm starting to change my mind now because we got that sort
of
money.
Go and watch that Ronaldo interview and see what it does to the camaraderie of the team when you got a prima donna in your team. Bro.
Yeah. I hear that.
Seriously, bro.
I hear it.
Mbappe is going down the wrong road, bro.
Yeah,
Me. I don't like players that are like that, bro.
Do you know what? Yeah, do you know what? I'll go Kane. If not Kane, Messi. I've always wanted Messi at Liverpool just for the.
It'll be fun to see Messi at Liverpool, but at 35 years old, it'll be a bit silly.
We just need one season from him, no drift in the number 10. Sorry, can you imagine Messi in the number 10 for just one season, bro? It'd be crazy.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun, innit? Who? It probably would be Kane. It probably would be Kane. Kane and Nunes as my double act. Do me a favor, please.
Get out of here, man.
Get out of here.
Get out of here, man.
You know what I'm saying? Kane and Nunes doing a double acting up. Oh, bro. Defenders wouldn't know what was going on, bro. They with Salah as well. Defenders wouldn't know what was going on, bro. They wouldn't know what was going on,
It'd be
bro.
ugly, bro.
Bro, it would get different, man.
What midfielder then, drift?
Kimmich.
Okay, defender.
I'm leaning towards Marquinhos. I'm thinking of defenders that I think would be good athletically for our team because of our high line and that. Yeah, I'd take Marquinhos.
Ratings.
I would have said Fofana, but he's too injury prone. I'm a little worried for his career. You know that kid is getting a lot of bad injuries at 21 years old. It's actually upsetting still.
But it's like what's his name? James Justin. He must be the unlucky.
Yeah, man tore his Achilles, bro.
I feel so sorry for him.
Man did his ACL, came back. Now he's done his Achilles, bro. That is horrible.
I feel so sorry. And you know what? He's brilliant as well, you know.
Nah, he is a good player.
I rate him really, really highly. Sam Max Legend says, put Monts on Judge Judy and let him explain himself.
We're done.
So I was actually speaking to Monts before we did the show, and I was telling him about the fact that people aren't happy with him, and he's like, I know, Cal, I know. Believe me, I know. I'm getting DMs and everything. I said, boy.
I saw his tweet as well. I was like, yeah, I know what that tweet's about. He didn't mention any names. I was like, I know what that tweet is about. Monts, you must pay for your crimes.
Lorato says Alisson is the best keeper I've seen at Liverpool in my lifetime. My number one. I agree with that as well. Pepe was excellent, but Alisson for me is the one.
Yeah, I agree with it.
LVFC TV says big up Cal Drift. What's FFP again?
You lot gonna make me do this all the time, innit? Fully fuck Pep. In brackets, Guardiola. Because the only Pep we recognize is Linda's.
Facts. There we go. That's that energy. Every week you're getting slightly more detached from Pep. I like it, bro. I like it.
Money changes people, bro.
Tell him again, bro.
And if it doesn't change you, you ain't got enough.
You ain't making enough.
I'm not even joking, bro. If Bournemouth buys us out, I'm applying for that funding, bro. 100%, bro.
Jade Activist says a man looks like Johnny Baptist. Facts. That's Alison Becks. Peterson says she's drift. I'd need a Marge Simpson hair to reach. You got the beard and the hairline, Peterson, so I'm not even feeling sympathy for you, bro.
Yeah. And don't worry about it. Don't believe the hype as well. The average height of men is actually only 5'7". They try and lie to people.
5'9".
No, it's 5'7", bro. It's actually 5'7".
Cool.
Yeah.
James says when people ask Klopp, will Klopp be okay with money? For me, is like saying, do you think he'll get better at drawing his eyes open? Well, duh.
He'll get better drawing with his eyes open.
Oh, drawing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, to put it a better way, he's been in a fight with one hand tied behind his back. So
saying.
imagine what it would be like if he can fight with both
now
hands.
We're going to fight with two hands. Mus Cockney Turkey says Cole or Carlos, who's better?
Cole. And I love Roberto Carlos.
I don't know.
But Roberto Carlos goes in the bracket with Marcelo. He could be found wanting defensively. Absolute baller, but he could be found wanting. We have to be honest. He could be found wanting defensively.
I don't know, Drift. I can't think of many occasions where Carlos got dealt with by an attacker.
not dealt with, but just like Ashley Cole was like pretty flawless.
No, I know. This is what I'm saying. I can't choose because they're both sick. Peter says, "Who is Liverpool's worst ever left back?"
Oh,
I don't
without
wanna
a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, he was bald.
Yeah.
I don't want to be rude.
Yeah, I don't want to be
like,
too disingenuous, but he played under Hodgson.
Yeah.
Um,
How the hell did he get to say he played for Liverpool?
I big up man like Rams in the building. The Rams stand. Make sure you
Rams.
go and check out Rams's channel and subscribe. He got 0 red cards. Apologies. 0 red.
Still pretty amazing to play 20
Bloody
years
amazing.
and not get a red card.
But
Right
left back, right back, and
Yeah,
CDM. 3 of the most defensive positions on the pitch.
A couple people who were saying Dosaina weren't even that bad,
No,
I actually
do you know
think he
what?
was. I think he was unlucky with injuries.
Nah, the center was poor, bro.
No, not to be like put in the category of like worst ever left back.
No, he
weren't
that
that bad.
No, he is.
Nah.
Worst Liverpool left back. He's in the category.
No.
He is, bro. Unfortunately,
I disagree, bro. And I know it's got nothing to do with his defending, but if you lob the goalkeeper at Old Trafford, you're never putting any kind of conversation like that.
Alisson
Back to back Real Madrid Man United goals.
Yeah, it was mad.
And you man want to put him, you lot want to put him as one of the worst ever left backs. Come on, guys, let's not do that. Moreno definitely goes in that category before Dosaina does.
No, he doesn't.
But Moreno actually cost us a final, like literally cost us a final, Cal.
That's a fair point.
Do you know what I'm saying, bro?
That's fair. Honesty says, if we didn't have Robbo, I'd have loved Alphonso Davies. Well, I wish we had both anyway, because Alphonso Davies in our system would be playing on the wing. That would be crazy.
Well, I've told everybody already. We start collecting players like Pokemon. How much money
What
Bayern
happened with
Munich got?
Tsimikas then?
Well, we got Tsimikas can play left wing. Davies can play left wing. We just shuffle the pack. Cal.
He's right. Snake eyes.
I don't know how to pretend I'm shuffling cards, but I just shuffle cards. Just shuffling cards, bro.
Take the jokers out.
Nah, leave them in, bro, for the LOLs.
Snake Eyes says the best Robbo assist for me was Firmino against Spurs. Yep. Had to place it between 2 players where Bobby was amazing footballer. That's a phenomenal assist. Jade Activist says we can rap about it later, but who wins the golden boot at the World Cup? Ooh, I'm gonna go Nunes.
Raw.
I'm going Nunes still.
I see you, Cal. I'm
not even bantering or anything here. I see Nunes. He's their main goal scorer now, isn't he?
They're the dark horses as well, still. I think he's probably going to be an unexpected player, like maybe an attacking midfielder having a brilliant tournament or something, the way Rodriguez did that year for Colombia.
Guys, I'm not even trying to be shameless. I'm not even Sadiq trying to call me out. Big up Sadiq. I'm not even trying to be shameless. I just look at the landscape. At Brazil, who's their striker? It's Jesus. And with all due respect to Jesus, he's brilliant, but
he's not really a goal scorer, is he?
He's not really a goal scorer. Mbappe, again, he's playing on the wing for France. I don't think he will be.
Oh, sorry. I thought Sadiq had a head wrap on there. I was gonna say, man's getting in the mood. But yeah,
he's got the Venom mask. Peterson says Europa League final was the biggest robbery I witnessed. Yeah, that was a rough day in the office, man. Oh, that was a tough day. Maestro says James Milner is one of the best left backs in the Premier area. You know what?
Hey, bruv, he was doing bits at left back for us.
He shouldn't have never had to do it, but he was.
He shouldn't have.
Kat Sunday says, I'm saying it now. World Cup, Nunes is going to have a 2014 Hammers World Cup tournament where teams are gonna go for him. Why didn't we sign? Teams are gonna go. Why didn't we sign him? Because they're gonna go because we got him first. He ain't going nowhere. Dean, I did read out your super chat. I don't know if you missed it, bro. We did read out about Rice.
Yeah, we did, bro.
Definitely read it out.
And you know what's mad as well? Like after talking to a few Man United fans, now the banter's calmed down and everybody's realised that it was really silly to just attack Nunes after like 3 games or whatever it was he played. He would have actually fit so well into that Man United team, and a lot of them are actually gutted now. They're thinking, do you know what? Like, put the banter to one side. What a good actual acquisition it would have been to Man United if they'd have actually got Nunes. So, you know, a couple of the rivals are starting to realise.
Indeed. Oh, yeah, bad Man United anyway. Big up Darwin, aka Calvin, aka the nostalgia Nunes. Right. It's that time of the show where we look at the rankings, guys. How are you guys all doing in the FPL? It's gonna be top 15, so you ain't gonna see me, Matt, and Drift. Let's go. Right. Top of the tree. Oh, we've had a super chat from him as well. Lorato is top at the moment before the World Cup starts. Sean G in second place. Jason Richards in third. Indy B. Jason and Indy B, I don't think I've seen them two before. So they must have had.
I think Jason was there. Yeah, I think he was there. Yeah.
Abdullah
These men have nearly hit 1,000 points, you know.
I know, it's mad, bruv. I don't even know if I'm going to hit 1,000 points by the end of the season. Bada Bing in number 6, Davison FC in 7th, Don Bailey in 8th, Sean, aka the title holder. You're not currently the title holders in 9th, though. 40-year-old Virgil always in the top 10, whether it be last season or this season. AFC Glendale in 11th alongside Tamfect. Irish Eyes are smiling in 13th. Kusala Salah in 14th, and See Me Rolling in 15th place. That's a fantastic name, by the way. Brilliant name. Great creativity there. But as things go into the World Cup, Lorato is top of the league. Big up to everyone who's taking part as well.
You know what? It's actually very competitive at the top as well. If you think right down to 15th, 944. And then obviously 976. So we're only talking about around just over 30 points separating the top 15. And that's not that much in fact. All you got to do is pick the right captain and you've made that ground up. Definitely. I had Haaland as my captain this week. Ugly.
Keep him as captain, please.
Ugly.
Keep him as captain.
Bro. He was captain and he got me 2 points, Cal. He was captain and he got me 2 points.
Sensational. Keep it coming.
As Mark would say, at his big age.
Man like Mark, hey. Oh, boy. Right, people, we are going to wrap up there. As I always say, make sure you smash the like button, but follow us on social media, guys. We will be having some more content coming out this week. Oh, sorry, Jade, we don't have a Discord, no. Something we'll look into, though.
Yeah, you know what? I've actually been thinking about it for a little while. Yeah. I think it would be nice for the community to be able to chat offline as well. So we are looking into that, guys.
Yeah, indeed.
As long as you're not going to be nice to each other.
Yeah, for real. No beef in there, please, people. No beef. Make sure you check out our stuff on social media to know that what we're doing next and when we're doing it. But also, guys, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already.
Imran is like savage, you know.
I don't want to do that because I might be in the bottom 3.
What's the name and shame the bottom 3? Imran, you are savage, bro.
Imran is savage still. But no, I can't. We can't do that. I'm too nervous about being in the bottom. I don't even know who my team is anymore.
Let me check who is in the bottom.
No, allow it, Drift.
I'm not gonna say it. I'd never do
that. Peterson says Moreno was a bad left back, but such a good player as a whole. Oh, I disagree, bro.
No, I think he's a good footballer. I do think he's a good footballer.
If Klopp played him instead of Lallana in the Champions League final, yeah, I'm there, innit?
Oh no. Do you know what? It was the name threw me off for a second. Check it when you get a chance and you realize, the name, that threw me off for a second. I don't actually, do you know what? I don't actually recognize any of the guys in terms of like that. I don't think they're frequent in the chat or anything.
Callum, come out of the rain.
But
Could have been ugly still.
hey, you know what? Big up, man. We've basically got 1,000 people
know,
taking
you lot
part
are
in this.
undefeated, bro.
Big up you lot, man. That is a lot of people, man. Big up your damn selves. No, Imran, I'm doing all right, Imran. I'm actually doing all right. Like I'm respectable. I'm in a respectable position. Out of 1,000, I'm in the top 30%. So I'm doing all right. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm doing all right. I'm a top 30% man at the moment. I'll take that.
Big up to you, bro, because I ain't.
I don't even know where you are because it's hard
Exactly. Only God knows where I am, bro.
to find. I did. I'm curious now where you actually are.
You're going to have to scroll down a lot, bro. But people, no, it's always a pleasure as always. Smash that like button if you haven't, and keep a track of us on social media. Releasing when we're coming out of new content. So keep a check on social media. Until we see you next time. Big up to everyone. Jarvis, I'll block you, bro. I'll do it. I swear I'll do it, bro. I'll block you, bro, if I have to. No, big up everyone. Till we see you next time. Thank you all for watching. Stay safe, stay blessed. We are Kopish and we're out, people.
Boom.